All praises due to the Most High, family. We back talking more football, and this was probably the biggest shock, the biggest surprise, the biggest storyline of the weekend, man. Because how did the Broncos score 33 points in the fourth quarter to beat the Giants? 32-33. How did they score? Look, man. 33 points in a quarter, and then it was like I want to say they scored like 16 points, something like that, in 5 minutes. Boy. Now understand something, family. I mean, let's just be honest and real and adults about this. Like, you know, they scored. Part of how you achieve that is you score in the opening seconds of the quarter, which means that in general, your drive was already happening at the end of the third quarter, and you're nearing your drive, and it's just the opening of the fourth quarter. So that's part of what happened. So did they get all of their offense for those 33 points in 4 quarters? No, it's really like a quarter and a half, a quarter and a quarter. 15 minutes off the clock, or 15 to 20 minutes off the clock. So family, and just by the way, I'm in case you're new to these videos, my schedule doesn't allow me to catch the game live. That's why I'm talking to you now on Tuesday instead of Sunday. But so I watch the highlights, I check the box score, and I give you my perspective off of what I see. And the score, even though the pattern of scoring did not come as we expected, when you look at the box score, family, like that final score is pretty indicative of how close this game was. And unfortunately, if you're the Giants, like you let a team go from 0 to 33 in 1 quarter. And a big part of that was the interception, especially where it happened on the field. So it didn't require the Broncos too much time to actually score and penalize off of that interception. Family, remember, what hurts your offense, family? Things that are like preventable, that you can game plan for and focus on, and it's somewhat in your control. It's turnovers is number one. That's the worst thing that you can do as an offense. Turn the ball over, that's the biggest no-no. The second biggest no-no are sacks. It's only like 30% of all drives score points after a sack. It's something like that. Most drives, like 60 to 70% of drives, end without scoring if there's a sack on a play during that drive. So sacks are super powerful, and then penalties is after that. And then it depends on what else you're looking at, like time of possession, like rushing yards, rushing attempts. Like those things all matter, but that was order of importance. Like the thing, you can outpossess your opponent. You can have fewer penalties than your opponent, and you can have fewer sacks than your opponent. But if you got more turnovers, none of that will. It's possible that none of that will matter, only because of those turnovers. Anyhow. But that was really what gave the Broncos the opportunity to score so quickly, and then now they're confident because they're in the game. You know, part of they say winning is a skill, and that's absolutely true, because part of winning is crushing your opponent's confidence and motivation and investment. And the quicker you overwhelm them, the more you overwhelm them, the more often that you overwhelm them, the earlier you overwhelm them, that crushes that will to compete faster, that motivation to compete, that pride. The earlier, the more often, and the greater that you do, the greater degree that you crush their will and motivation, the earlier your victory is secured. That's part of what they mean by winning is a skill. When you don't seize the opportunity and put your opponent away, this allows them to seize victory back. So when you throw an interception like that, so close, so back into your territory, so far back into your territory, and it just takes the opponent it just takes them a minute and a half, 2 minutes to put up another 6 points. When you miss an extra point that would have made it so the Broncos' last score creates a tie instead of a victory condition for them, the Giants missed an extra point that, had they had that 1 point there, the Broncos' last score would have resulted in a 33-33 tie. Now we're going to overtime, so you still have a chance. But because you missed that extra point, the Broncos can win with the field goal, and they can win at 33, and you're stuck at 32. Like, the Giants just didn't, and part of it is Jackson Dart. I mean, him being the quarterback of the team, like, a part of that is definitely on him. You know, the other part though is like the Giants probably should have ran the ball a little bit more. I mean, it wasn't the most effective. Scadaboo's not the most efficient runner, but I like how violent he is when he runs. I like how tough he runs. And so that's the exact type of running back that you want to drain the clock when you're ahead. And so if you're doing that, if Jackson Dart doesn't really feel the pressure, I mean, at that time, he probably shouldn't have felt that type of pressure to like feel the need to have to go out and score and throw an interception. But the Broncos defense was making that happen. So, I don't know. I know some people are still kind of confused as to like what we make of the Broncos. I mean, this gotta move them up though. A 33-point comeback. Now it is against the Giants. The Giants aren't that great, but a 33-point fourth quarter can't make you worse after having done it. It's only going to give them more confidence moving forward. Now, what I would look at if I'm a Broncos fan is how much offense can we produce early into the game? Can we get an opening drive touchdown? Can we get a first quarter score? Can we take a first half lead? Those are the things that I would start looking for as a Broncos fan. As a Giants fan, I mean, hey man, you got a lot of young. Your core is very, very young, so this is a very good learning opportunity. It just hurts to lose in that type of fashion, but it's definitely a learning opportunity, man. Jackson Dart will grow from this. Cam Scadaboo definitely could have taken an opportunity. We could have ran him more, and he probably would have leveled up as a running back in a win like this. But so those are your opportunities, Giants. That's just my perspective, family. Hop in the comments, tap in, and let me know what y'all thought. Peace and love, family.